Evening Internet. Welcome to Smart Traveler Memoirs, where education meets clarity and culture. In today's KCSE Statistics II session, we will explore a powerful question from 1984 paper 2, question 21. You will learn how to draw an ogive, estimate the median wage from the curve, and calculate the mean using grouped data. Whether you are a student preparing for exams or a teacher seeking fresh ways to present statistics, this video is crafted with you in mind. Let's dive into the numbers and uncover the story they tell. We will work through a problem, explain the concepts, and draw the ogive for better understanding. And here is the question. The daily wages of 100 men are shown below. So there is a table here, wages in shillings, and we have groups, 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, 60 to 64, and the last group is 65 to 69. The number of men in each group is, for the first group, we have 4, next group is 6, third group is 10, fourth 14, fifth group is X, and sixth group is 24, seventh is 14, and eighth group is 6. So, question A, determine X, the number of men for group 50-54. B, calculate the mean daily wage of the 100 men. C, draw a cumulative frequency curve for this data. From the graph, estimate the median wage. And D, estimate the percentage of men who earn more than 48 shillings per day. So, let's answer part A, which is to determine X. And we begin, of course, by reminding you the given data. The classes are 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, 60 to 64, and finally 65 to 69. The frequencies are 4, 6, 10, 14, X, 24, 14, and 6. And you are reminded that the total number of men is 100. So, going step by step, we are told the total number of men is 100. Known frequencies are 4, 6, 10, X, 14, 24, 14, and 6. So, the sum of known frequencies is equal to 4 plus 6 plus 10 plus 14 plus X plus 24 plus 24 plus 6, which gives us 78 plus X. The total must be 100. So, 78 plus X must be equal to 100. Therefore, X is 100 minus 78, implies X is 22, and therefore the answer to A, the missing frequency, is X 22. Part B, calculate the mean daily wage. We will use the midpoint of each wage class to estimate the mean. So, we make a table. The table is labeled wage class in shillings, midpoint X, Roman 1, frequency F, Roman 1, And we will also find F1 times X1 so that we get the total for us to do the rest of the calculations. So, as you can see there, the wage class are the class given, the classes of the question. The midpoint of the class, the first one, 30 to 34, is 32. You add 34 plus 30 plus 34, you get 64, you divide by 2, and you do the same to all these. 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, 60 to 64, and 65 to 69. When you do that, you are going to get the midpoints, and these are 32, 37, 42, 47, 52, 57, 62, and 67. The frequency, of course, is given. You have already calculated the frequency for 50, 54, and therefore the frequency is 4, 6, 10, 14, 22, 24, 14, and 6. When you multiply the frequency by the midpoint, you get 32 times 4 is 128, and then you do the multiplication for all the others so that the frequency times the midpoint will be the column 128, 222, 420, 658, 1144, 1368, 8069, and 402. So the total frequency is 100, and therefore the total of the products of the frequencies and the midpoint, which is in mathematics known as sigma F1 X1, meaning sigma means you add, and that M, which looks like is facing in the direction from left to right, is around sigma. And therefore, we add all of them, 128, 222, plus 420, plus 658, plus 1144, plus 1368, plus 868, plus 402, and you get 5210. So to get the mean, you divide the total, or sigma fx x1, that is 5210, you divide by the total frequency, and you get the mean wage is Kenya shillings 5210. So we use class midpoints and grouped mean. So I want to explain the mean daily wage now. There we are just simplified. So we use class midpoints and grouped mean. Class midpoints, the way we calculated, that is, you add the lower boundary to the upper boundary, you get 32, 37, 42, 47, 52, 57, 62, and 67. Frequencies are 4, 6, 10, 14, 22, 24, 14, 6. And therefore, you compute sigma Fm, all right? Where M is the midpoint and F is the frequency. So in mathematics, this is the way you arrange it, all right? So sigma Fm is going to be 4 times 32 plus 6 times 37 plus 10 times 42 plus 14 times 47 plus 22 times 52 plus 24 plus 57 plus 14 times 62 plus 6 times 67. Remember, when we say 4 times 32, we are saying there are 4 32s. And when we say 14 62s times 62, we are saying there are 14 62s. And so when you do the computation, you get 5210 again, the way we got there. So total frequency is 100, and it is known as sigma f. So the mean will be sigma fm, that is the sum of the values of frequency times midpoint over sigma f, or the sum of the frequencies, which is 5210, which is over 100, and you still get 52.10, which is 5210 in Kenya money. So the answer mean is approximately 5210 per day. Now let's come to C. Draw a cumulative frequency curve and estimate the median. And we are going to do exactly that by first building the cumulative frequency table. So we will take the range upper board, all right? The range upper board, and we have the upper bounds are 34, 39, 44, 49, 54, 59, 64, and 69. And the cumulative frequencies are 4, 10, 20, 34, 56, 80, 90, 100. How do we get them? Okay, you add 4, you add the next number, which is 6, you get 10. All right. 6, you add 14, you get 20. 20, you add 14, you get 34. 34, you add 12. No, you add 22, you get 56. 56, you add 40. You add 24, you get 80. 80, you add 14, you get 94, and 94, you add 6, you get a total of 100. So that is the way we get cumulative frequency. To draw the cumulative frequency curve, you first label the axis. X-axis, you label the ranges in Kenya shillings. Y-axis, you label the cumulative frequency. Then you plot range upper bounds on the x-axis, and then you plot the cumulative frequencies on the y-axis. We use a smooth curve to connect the points. Median range is the range at the 50th percentile. That is where the cumulative frequency is 50. In this case, it is 53.14 from the Ogive, as you are going to see when we show you. Ogive is the frequency cumulative curve. That is the name it is given. From the table, this value lies between 49 and 54. And since the total number of men is 100, that is why when estimating the median, we look for the 50th value on the cumulative frequency distribution. So cumulative frequency curve or Ogive and estimation of the median is displayed here on the graph. So the graph has been, we have drawn the cumulative frequency curve or Ogive using continuous class boundaries. That is, we start at 29.5, then 34.5, 39.5 to 69.5. They should be continuous. Then the plot is shown in the diagram. Median is marked and the plot is displayed. So if you look at the graph, the y-axis, cumulative frequency, number of men, x-axis, range in shillings, and then you can see the curve is meeting when you draw a line from the 50th mark towards the curve. Then you drop that line downwards, and then you read the range. All right. We can also do estimation of the median using a method known as interpolation. Here, we begin by the cumulative frequencies. 0 will be represented by 29.5. Because the gap is too big, we start with 29.5. All right? That is in the x-axis. But for the frequencies, we have 4, 20, 34, 56, 80, 94, 100. So 0 will be on the y-axis and 29.5 will be on the x-axis. Since the total number of men is 100, that's why when estimating the median, we look for the 50th value on the cumulative frequency distribution. That is, n over 2 is equal to 100 over 2, which is 50. In this case, the 50th man lies inside the 50 to 54 class. So we used that interval for interpolation to get the median wage. So you pick the median class where the half the value comes. The cumulative reaches 50 in the class 50, 54. And the frequency of the median is 22, whose lower boundary is 49.5. Cumulative before the class is 34. And therefore, class width is h, which is equal to 5. So using the formula, median equals L, the lower limit, or the lower boundary, plus n over 2 minus cumulative frequency before the median class over frequency of the median class times h. And we substitute those values, 49.5 as our L, 50 as our N, 100 as our N, we divide by 2, we get 50. Then the cumulative frequency before the median class is 34. And we divide all that by 22, the median class, and then we multiply everything by 5. We simplify, and we will end up with the answer 53.14, and therefore the median is approximately 53.14 or approximately 53.1, and from the Ogive, I think you can get 53, which can be around. Now, this is our last part. Estimate the percentage of men who earn more than 48 shillings per day. So you are going to find the cumulative frequency at wage, which is equal to 48. You interpolate inside the class 45 to 49. So class 45 to 49 has lower boundary 44.5, and the cumulative before it is 20. Frequency in that class is equal to 14. Distance from the lower boundary to 48 is equal to 48 minus 45.5, which is equal to 3.5, out of class width 5. That means the fraction is 3.5 over 5, which is 0.7. So cumulative at 48 is approximately 20 plus 0.7. All right? Times 14. All right? And therefore, 20 plus 9 over 8, because 0.7 times 14 is 9.8, and this gives you 29.8. Number earning more than 48 is approximately 100 minus 29.8, which is 77.2 men. And means percentage approximately 72.2%, which you approximate to 70%. So the answer is roughly 70% of men earn more than 48 shillings per day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me in this journey through KCSE Statistics II. I hope this breakdown of Ogive construction, median estimation, and mean calculation has brought clarity and confidence to your revision. Special thanks to Copilot and ChatGPT for their intelligent support in crafting this lesson. This presentation was designed and delivered using PowerPoint by yours truly, Mr. Thomas Mithamo, proudly representing Smart Traveler Memoirs, where every lesson is a story worth telling. Stay curious, stay committed, and keep traveling smart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more revision videos. Goodbye, and see you in my